All right, so welcome to Online Yin Yoga with Nita. I'm Nita. My name is Mariana, but everyone calls me Nita. And today we're going to be doing a Yin Yoga flow for the upper body. So if you've never done Yin before, we're going to be doing a series of passive long hill postures, specifically targeting shoulders, neck, upper back, arms, a little bit of wrist work too. But really, we're just going to be moving the spine and a little bit of the hips as well. This is perfect for you if you work at a desk all day, if you sit a lot, or if you have a lot of tension in the upper body area. What are we going to need today? We're going to need, if you have blocks, they're going to come handy for a few of the postures, yoga blocks or thick books that you can stack. Also, pillows, just like this, like sofa, couch pillows. If you have a bolster, this is also going to be really helpful, or you can also use a blanket and roll it up like a burrito. And today specifically, we're going to be using a strap. If you do not have a strap, you can grab a belt or anything kind of like one of those bands, like exercise bands that can work as well. If you don't have anything, that's fine. We can make it work without it, but it would be helpful for a few of the stretches. And at the beginning, we'll use a little bit of pen and paper for a bit of a reflection. Other than that, just water, tea, and anything that you need to be comfortable today. Just remember that the postures are invitations, okay? So if anything doesn't feel right in your body, you can modify it. I'll give you some variations along the way. Let's get started on a comfortable seat. If you have a cushion or like a pillow you can sit on, so maybe with your legs crossed or lotus, whatever feels comfortable, and then just try to keep your spine straight. Imagine there's this like imaginary thread that's connecting through your pelvis all the way through your spine and up outside of the crown of your head and to the sky. Okay. And we're just going to take a moment here to land, breathing deeply. And then we're going to slowly start rolling our shoulders back. So, kind of like shoulder circles, very, very slowly. No rush. Bringing your shoulders up to your ears and then back and around. Yeah. And then eventually go the other way. So bringing your shoulders forward for a few circles, up and forward. You might hear a few cracks and pops. That's totally normal. And now we're going to do some neck circles. So bring your chin towards your chest and then start bringing your head towards the right side as if you were drawing a circle with your nose all the way to the left, down, very slowly as you're breathing. And then a few circles towards the left side. So chin to chest, and then bring your head to the left side and draw circles towards the left. Once that feels complete, we're going to take a deep, deep breath and we're going to raise our hands up to the sky, our arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down and bring them to your lap. And then bring your right hand towards the right side, kind of like beside your leg. Place your hand down, and then you're with your head, you're going to turn your head towards the left side. So you're going to feel a stretch from your neck all the way down to your right arm. Just stay here for a bit, breathing. Spine straight. Chest is up. Come back to center. Take another deep breath, reaching your arms up to the sky. Bring them down, exhaling. And now leave your left arm towards your left side, right arm on your lap, and then turn your head towards the right. Feel that stretch on the left side of your neck. Try not to force it, just turning your head slightly. Breathing here. Come back to center. And now we're going to take a moment to connect with our breath. So we're going to be doing some alternate nostril breathing. For Mariangela or anyone who's congested, try it out because we're going to be breathing alternatively through our nostrils. So if one of them is kind of congested, might be tricky. So if this doesn't work for you right now, just breathe normally through both nostrils, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. So try it out, and if it doesn't work out, just take deep breaths as we do this, okay? So with your spine straight, we're going to bring our right hand in front of us, and we're going to bring down our pointing finger and our middle finger, like so, okay? So keeping your thumb up and keeping your ring finger and your pinky finger up, okay? And now if you're wearing glasses, take them off for a second. And bring your right thumb slightly over your right nostril. So you're not closing it yet, just place it there. And then your pinky finger and your ring finger, place them over your left nostril. I just want you to have awareness of what that will feel like, okay? So we're going to be playing, alternating with these fingers, right and left. I'll guide you through it. If you get lost, take a breath and then come back to it, okay? So take a deep breath before we start. Exhale. Now with your thumb, you are going to close your right nostril. And then you're going to take a deep inhale with your left nostril. Then pinky finger, ring finger, close your left nostril, release your right nostril. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Close your right nostril, release your left nostril. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Close your left nostril, release your right nostril. Exhale through your right. Inhale right. Close right. Release left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Release right. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Release left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Release right. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Release left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Release right. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Release left. Exhale left. Now do a couple more on your own, just alternating the nostrils. Taking your time. Inhaling through one and exhaling through the other one. And once that feels complete, you can release your right hand towards your lap. No rush to get there. And then just continue to breathe normally through both nostrils. And observe your breath now. So this style of breathing is really good to balance all of your energetic channels, your prana, all of that light that you have within you, and balancing out both sides, okay, of the brain, both sides of the body. And it helps you focus. So as you're breathing here in this moment, I want you to start checking in with the body now, how you're feeling today. How is your neck? How are your shoulders feeling? How's your back? Soften wherever you can. If you have your shoulders up onto your ears, bring them down. If you're scrunching your eyes or your eyebrows, soften and release. So start noticing where there might be tension in the body. Start noticing what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. And keep breathing. Start noticing your hands, fingers, your wrists, your whole spine, your hips, your legs, all the way down. And then very slowly, without rush, you're going to start opening your eyes. And with this awareness, I want you to grab pen and paper if you have it handy. If you don't, that's fine. You just can bring awareness to it without writing it down. But if you do have pen and paper, I invite you to write this prompt and fill in the blank, okay? And the prompt is, my body is asking for, fill in the blank. If you do not have pen and paper, that is fine. Just stay seated, breathing, and think about my body's asking for, and just bring awareness to that. What is your body asking for right now? Is it ease? Is it a stretch? Is it relaxation? Is it breath? What is it? And it could be many things. So you can write them all down. Take your time. And I want you to keep that with you throughout the practice and see if you can give yourself that through the breath, through movement, through mindfulness, through awareness. So whatever it is that your body's asking for today, honor it. Try to honor it. And if it's something that for some reason, I don't know, if you're craving a burger, because who isn't craving a burger? That's fine. So maybe through mindful movement, you'll give yourself that sense of excitement. Maybe later you'll go get your burger. So, it's just trying to connect with what your body is feeling and asking for at this moment. Okay. So if you are ready with that, we're going to get started with movement. I'll meet you in child's pose. So for child's pose, we're going to start with tabletop position. So just come here on hands under shoulders and knees under hips. And then bring your hips down and widen your knees, maybe as wide as your yoga mat. And then walk your hands forward as you bring your chest towards the mat. That's one variation. If that does not feel good, you can always grab a bolster or a rolled blanket and bring your chest towards that. And if you have any knee pain or any knee issues, there's always that option of bringing that blanket or that bolster in between your legs and coming down. So wherever you are right now, I invite you to breathe. Stay in stillness here. Keep your toes together. Your knees are pointing towards the edge of your mat. Your hips are coming down towards your heels. And your chest is coming down towards the mat or towards a prop. Start connecting with the body. Start noticing what the body's asking for here and throughout the practice. If there's tension in any areas, try to bring that breath to that section. Breathe into it. Of course, without forcing anything, without gripping, holding. Simply softening in the posture and letting it do its magic. For the last few minutes of the pose, here's another invitation. If you are on a prop, slide the prop off. And still within child's pose, I invite you to walk your hands towards the left side and still keep your chest down. So we're stretching sort of that right side body, still in child's pose, still with our hands forward. You can also slide the prop with you if that feels comfortable. Breathing here. On the next inhale, walk your hands back to center and then walk them all the way to the right side, still in child's pose. Just walking your hands off the mat towards the right, feeling that stretch on the left side body. Staying rooted in your hips, in your base, in your foundation. Then on your next inhale, walking back to center. Take one deep breath here on child's pose at the center of your mat. And then very slowly start walking your hands up towards tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Stay on melting heart. So basically, yeah, knees under hips, chest is going towards the mat. I'm going to try not to cover my mic here. And the same thing as with child's pose. So if you need anything under your chest, please do so. Please support yourself. You can bring a bolster or a roll blanket under, kind of under your chest, under your armpits. Relax your head here and ground those hands on the mat. So we're staying there, melting our heart towards the mat. Yeah. Remember to keep breathing here. Keep opening that chest towards the mat or towards the prop. Keeping your hips aligned with your knees. And breathing into it. So part of the art of reconnecting or connecting with the body is bringing that awareness that we have in the yoga mat outside of the mat, right? So in your everyday life, wherever you are, as you're working, sitting down on your desk, walking around, if your body's sending you signals, are you listening? Right? So it's bringing that awareness, not just here in class and then forgetting about it. It's just trying to carry that awareness with you and listening to what your body's asking for throughout your day. Is it asking for rest? Is it asking for a stretch? Is it asking to pause and take a breather? Or are you pushing through the signals? Are you pushing through all of the flags? All right, so on the next breath here, we're going to come out of melting heart. So very slowly walk your hands towards yourself. If you had a prop, you can slide it off the mat. And then come back to tabletop. And again, you can give yourself a few circles or a few barrel rolls here. Maybe you can bring hips down and up on one side and on the other side, kind of giving your body what feels good right now as you opened up that chest. And then we're going to move into Sphinx. So for that, a prop might also be handy, like a bolster or rolled blanket. But try it out first. So we're going to lie on our bellies. And we're going to place our arms kind of in front of us, our forearms. And our elbows are going to be not necessarily stacked under shoulders, just a little bit forward, okay? So try it out, extending your legs all the way back, head neutral, and see how that feels in your lower back. If that's too much for your lower back right now, if you can't keep the integrity of the posture here, then walk your hands forward a bit and see how that feels. Or slide a bolster or a pillow or a blanket under your chest and see what that feels like. You can also adjust the arms here. So we're looking for that extension of the lower back, for that opening of the chest here. We're staying here breathing. And you might notice that your shoulders might start coming up towards your ears. So bring that awareness, ground your forearms and your hands on your mat, but try to find that placement of the hands where you don't have to like force or push yourself up. You don't have to make it hard for yourself, okay? So see what it feels like. Okay, I don't need to be up here. I can be maybe down here. And use the prop to support you. Your head can be neutral, like looking forward, or if it feels good in your neck, you can also dangle your head down for a bit of a stretch on the neck here. Another lovely option is to have a block to rest your head. So wherever you are, continue to notice your inhale and your exhale. And continue to ask yourself, where do you feel it? And how does it feel? Remember that we're in a yin pose and we're in stillness, but you can always adjust. So reasons to get out of a pose are, of course, pain or numbness, or if you feel dizzy, please come out. But also, if you want to just take a step back, if you went too far, you can adjust. Or if you, the other way, if you actually are not feeling that edge of sensation that we're looking for, then take a step further. So it's about that dance, right? That balance, that Goldilocks moment of like not too much, not too little, just the right amount. Just the right amount of sensation where you feel like you are working the deep tissues of the body, but you're not forcing or pushing or feeling pain. So on your next breath, we're going to slowly come out of Sphinx here. If you had a prop, you can slide it off. And I want you to, I'm going to turn so you can see me here. I want you to lie on your belly. Place your forehead on the mat. Hands come all the way down alongside your body. And then you can massage your forehead, kind of moving your head one side and the other. Then you're going to bring your right hand up and kind of next to your head. You're going to turn your head towards your right to look at your hand. So your arm is making kind of a 90-degree angle here. And then you're going to bring your right knee up as well to meet or to be close to that elbow. You don't have to touch your elbow at all. Just bring your knee up. The same 90-degree on that leg. And stay here for a bit, breathing. A lot of us love to sleep this way, so this might feel really nice on your back and on your spine. Your left leg is straight and extended down. Your left arm is also extended alongside your body. And you're breathing here with both your right arm and your right leg on a 90-degree. On your next inhale, come back to center. Slide your right leg down. And now bring both of your arms next to you, hands next to your chest. And we're gonna come up either for another round of Sphinx, so forearms on the mat, or if you want to come along for seal, come along. Try it out and see if it works out for you. So start on your Sphinx position again. So forearms parallel to each other, pressing on the mat, testing out that position of elbow a little bit forward than shoulder, checking with lower back. And then if you want to come for seal, your hands are going to open up to the wide, like as wide as your mat here. So kind of in a diagonal. And then you're going to press on your hands to come up. So this is a little bit, maybe more sensation on the lower back. And then you can bring your hands towards you, any amount. So walk your hands and check out how that feels. Arms are straight, but you're not like suffering here, right? Like they're there to support you. So find that placement, legs extended, neck is neutral, or you can dangle your head down and breathe here. If this is too much for your lower back, go back to Sphinx and stay in Sphinx for a few minutes. So again, we're honoring our body and what our body's asking for. We're not here to prove anything. Breathing. Checking in with the lower back, checking in with shoulders. Again, trying not to have our shoulders up and next to our ears, bring them down. Create space between shoulders and ears. And then on your next breath, slowly come back down to lie on your belly. I'm gonna roll so you can see it on the side. Come down to your belly and again, give your forehead a bit of a massage here if you want. Turn your head towards the left side this time. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna bring our left arm in a 90-degree angle with our hand kind of next to your head. Bring your left knee up, also 90-degree angle. Keeping your right leg extended and down towards the mat, and keeping your right cheek on the mat, looking towards the left. And stay here. Releasing that lower back. Coming back to center. And then very slowly, we're going to come up to tabletop. Take your time. If you want to take a sip of water here, please do. If you need a few cat-cows here to kind of reset that spine, please take them. You might need also a bit of a child's pose reset, so take what you need. and eventually meet me in a seated position with your legs extended in front of you. And bring your strap and put it close to you because we're going to use it. Strap, belt, band, whatever you need. So sit down with a straight spine here. Remember that thread, that connected thread from your pelvis all the way out through your crown and shooting towards the sky. Legs are extended in front of you. You can give them a shake if you need, and check in with the pelvis here, right? So we're not here. Pelvis is tilted forward. If you need a slide up cushion to help you with that, that helps. You can also kind of like grab the fleshy bits of your bum and move them towards the side until you feel like your sit bones are grounded, are like there. Okay? Strap is next to you. So now we're gonna grab our right foot. We're gonna flex our right knee and then bring our right foot over our left leg for a half shoelace. So half shoelace, there's a couple ways to do it. Some people like doing it, placing their feet on the floor like this. Some people like bringing their foot kind of close to their hip, to their left hip, and just kind of letting the foot rest. So check in. This might be good for you. This might be good for you. The left leg is extended and soft there, okay? Find that base, that foundation. Remember, we're not here, we're here. And now slide that strap, not slide, place it kind of like if you had a handbag here on your right shoulder. Okay? So once you're there, bring your right arm up, taking a deep breath here, inhaling. And then on the exhale, use that right hand to grab your strap, kind of like if you were patting your right shoulder and grab it. Okay? Now, left hand comes out in front of you. Also take an inhale. And then on the exhale, left hand is going to come all the way back and around to try to grab that strap. Okay? If you don't have a strap, just grab your clothing, your shirt, your hair, or just place your hands on your back. So if you have a strap, and I'll show you what it looks like here, you can kind of adjust the placement of your hands so that you have a big stretch here, but you're not like pulling and forcing it, right? So you're just holding the strap. And that strap is going to help you open up your chest, your armpits, and give you that external rotation and internal rotation for cow face arms. So stay here seated on your half shoelace and holding onto that strap, breathing. If you notice that the elbow, right elbow starts coming down, adjust the strap and try to bring some awareness into that opening of the chest, keeping your elbow next to your head, next to your ears. And use the strap to support you, to help you, or your belt or your piece of clothing. Or simply place your hands on your back and give you that support. You can wiggle your toes here. You can give yourself a smile. Then on the next inhale, release the strap. Slowly give your arms a shake. Keep your half shoelace here. Maybe press your hands out as if you were pressing two walls. Shake your shoulders too. Give yourself a shimmy. And now we're going to go into eagle arms. You can just place your strap down. We're not going to use it for this. So bring your left arm under your right arm, like so, and give yourself a hug. This is a beautiful place to stay. Just hugging yourself, placing your hands on your shoulders, bringing your shoulders down, and breathing. And then if you want to come up to eagle, simply bring your hands up to meet. They can just meet here, back of palms, or they can hug. This also depends a lot on anatomy, okay? So whatever feels good to you. And so for eagle, it's very important to bring your shoulders down as you bring your elbows up, or basically keep them eye level. And breathe. If it feels good, you can also come down towards your leg and let your spine round. That might also give you a stretch in your hamstrings as you do it. Remember to breathe. Very slowly, if you were down, come back up. Unwind your eagle arms, unwind that hug. Give your arms a shake. And now you can extend your legs and shake them up too. Give yourself a few windshield wipers here to reset. Maybe staying on one side and opening up the chest. Ooh, that feels good. Staying on the other side. Checking in before we go on to the other side. Oof. I don't know about you, but my armpits, like this whole chest area is opening up so nicely right now. So also check in the nice moments. So not just the tension, check in with the, that feels good. And then when you're ready, come back to seating and extending your legs in front of you for the second side. Give them a shake when you're ready. Check in with pelvis again. If you need to move the fleshy bits out of the way, do so. Feel your sit bones grounded. Okay? And now flex your left knee. Bring your foot towards the ground. And then bring that foot across your right leg. So again, for half shoelace, foot can be planted or it can just be up towards your right hip. And this might feel different than the other side. You might be tighter on this hip or whatever. So that's okay. You don't have to look exactly the same. Check in with what this side feels and needs. And once that foundation is good, bring your strap and place it on your left shoulder as if you were holding a handbag here. Good. Then take a deep inhale, bringing your left arm up. And then exhale and grab that strap behind you as if you were patting your left shoulder. Another inhale, bringing your right hand up. And then turn it around on the exhale and grab that strap behind you. There you go. Adjust the placement of your hands. Open up that chest. Take what you need here and breathe. Feeling that openness on the chest and feeling like your collarbones are shining towards the sky. Checking in with the elbows, making sure they're not completely closing up, just like trying to keep them open without forcing. feeling that external rotation on your left arm and that internal rotation on the right shoulder. Breathing, noticing, softening the space between the eyebrows, softening the cheeks. And then on the next breath, we're going to release the strap. Whew, and give your arms a shake here, maybe pressing out, bringing shoulders up and down, whatever you need. Keep your half shoelace foundation. You can put your strap away. And then we're going to get ready for eagle arms here. So bring your right arm under your left arm in front of you and give yourself a hug. Remember, trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears, keeping that spine straight. And then if it feels good, you can bring your palms to meet for eagle arms or even hook your hands. Remember that action of bringing shoulders down as you bring elbows up. Stay here breathing. Whether you're hugging yourself or on eagle arms, checking in with the pelvis. Make sure you're seating straight, crown of the head shining towards the sky. Head over heart over pelvis. You can wiggle your toes. And then if it feels good, you can even bring your eagle arms or your hug down to round your spine. On your next inhale, coming back up. If you were down, and releasing slowly your eagle arms, giving them a shake, a shimmy, whatever you need. And then extending your legs and shaking them off as well. Unwinding that shoelace. And give yourself a few windshield wipers here. Maybe staying on one side, then on the other side. And getting ready to come to butterfly for our last series. So butterfly base, basically, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together as you're seated, and then bring your feet as close to yours or far as you want. So if you bring them close, you might feel more of a sensation in your groin area. If you keep them far, it might be more in your hamstrings. So just checking. See where you want it. And again, fleshy bits of your bum, move them away or sit on a cushion to tilt your pelvis and feel grounded here. And once that feels good, we're going to bring our hands in front of us, palms down. And then we're going to bring the hands down. Keep your fingers kind of, facing towards you, I guess. for a wrist stretch. So don't push and force this. Just try to walk your hands towards you, palm facing up, until you feel that stretch on your wrists. And stay here, breathing. If you want to dangle your head down, that's fine. Just check in. Check in with your wrists. If you work a lot on a computer, like me, you write a lot, type a lot, do a lot of hand work, your wrists might really enjoy this. Or if you do a lot of exercise where you're vinyasa flows, planks, just lifting weights over your head, anything like that, this might feel very yummy. All right, on the next inhale, release your hands, come back up, give them a little shake, 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 shake. Now we're going to go to the other side. So bring your hands in front of you, palms up, and then bring them down until your fingers are kind of lowering towards the ground for that stretch. So again, the placement of your hands depends. If you bring them kind of far away from you, that might be more of a stretch, right? If you bring them closer to you, might be a different sensation. So check in. Also, you might want to open them to the side. So see where that lands and what that feels like. And then once you get there and find that yummy spot, just stay there. I have carpal tunnel, so this feels really delicious. And then, yeah, anything that you want to do with your neck here, if you want to give yourself more shoulder circles, or just dangle and stay in stillness. Breathing. Feeling that stretch on the wrist, but also all the way up to your shoulders. So your forearms are feeling it, maybe even your elbows, all the way up, your fingers. Then on the next inhale, we're going to release that stretch. Shake him off. And then I want you to stay on butterfly, or invite you to stay on butterfly for a bit. If you want to adjust the feet placement, please do. And then you're also welcome to bring a bolster or anything, either on top of your feet. If you need anything under your knees, by all means, any blocks or anything. And then just let your spine round on top of your feet. So hands can be anywhere. They can be on a prop, they can be on the ground, they can be supporting your head here. Feel that openness on your hips. Softening, observing the sensations, finding that Goldilocks, moment, savoring that moment, letting the mind wander if it wants to wander, and coming back to this moment. On your next inhale, very slowly, we're going to come up. If you had a prop, slide it off. And then if you need a sip of water or anything before we go and lie on our backs, please do so. Or any other movement, seated movement that you need, any windshield wipers here that might feel good. Perhaps even a seated twist. Honoring what your body needs always, always, always. And then when that feels complete, we're going to lie on our backs and get ready to close the practice. If you have a bolster or a blanket that you love to keep close for twist or for shavasana, just keep it handy. And as you're on your back, bring your knees towards your chest here for a few circles or a few sways to the right, to the left. Maybe circling both of your knees in and out. Massaging your lower back. And then we're going to bring our feet down, keeping our knees flexing towards the sky. And then bring your right foot on top of your left knee, kind of doing a figure four situation here. And then use your hands. You can stay here. This is a beautiful place to stay. If you want to increase sensation, you can use your hands to bring the left leg towards you, any amount. And just hold this for a few breaths. This is just to stretch your legs a little bit here before closing. Opening that hip, stretching those hamstrings, glutes. You can give your left ankle a few circles here. Wiggle your toes. And then on your next breath, you can release that left leg towards the mat if you had it up. Keep your figure four. And then we're going to do our twist with our figure four, which is usually very nice. Test it out and see if you like it. If not, you can take any reclined twist of your choice. So bring your hands out as in a T shape. And then you're going to bring both of your legs on the figure four shape towards the left side of your mat. Your head could be looking up towards the sky, or it can look towards the right side. If the figure four twist doesn't feel good right now, you can just bring both of your knees together towards the left. So check in. Your arms can, of course, be extended. They can be a cactus shape, or really placed anywhere that feels comfortable. Feeling the twist of your spine. Feeling your body grounded on the mat. And feeling all the benefits of the practice throughout your body, your physical body, your energetic body, your mind body. On the next inhale, come back to center. So either bring both of your knees or your figure four back to center. Release the figure four. You can give yourself a hug here to reset. And then bring your feet down again. And now we're going to do a figure four on the other side. So lift your left foot and bring it on top of your right knee for a figure four. And then use your hands, if you want to increase sensation, to lift, help your right leg up. You can grab your leg on your hamstring, on your knee, wherever feels good. If not, you can just stay here on this figure four. If you're up here, just be mindful of your shoulders and your neck. Try not to force anything. Try to keep them grounded on the mat. And you can even use your elbow to kind of help open up that left knee. Breathing here. Then on the next breath, you can release your right leg if you had it up. Keep your figure four. Extend your arms on a T shape. And now bring your figure four, both of your legs, towards the right side of the mat. Let them fall for a twist. Your head can be looking up, or it can be looking towards the left side of the room. Arms can be in any shape that feels comfortable. Remember what you wrote down at the beginning of the practice, what your body is asking for, and whether you honor that through the class today, or you want to take that intention with you throughout the day, throughout the week. I hope that you can continue to listen. Stay connected with your body. We often disconnect or feel disconnected from our bodies. So what happens when we listen? What happens when we actually pay attention to the signs? On your next breath, come back to center. Unwind the figure four, and then give yourself whatever you need here before going into Shavasana. So maybe that's another hug of your knees towards the chest here. Maybe it's waterfall, bringing your legs up, extended. Maybe it's a happy baby. Whatever you need, take it before coming to corpse pose or Shavasana. If you need a sip of water, tea, if you need a blanket, if you need a big stretch, I'm gonna take a look at my blanket here. If you need a cushion for your to slide under your knees, that might feel really nice. So get super comfy and take space.
Shavasana is what you want it to be. So it can be just like starfish on the ground. It can be all propped up with all the cushions that you have available and all your blankets. So make it yours. And once that's ready to go, close your eyes or soften your gaze and take a deep breath here. Softening every little piece, every part of your body, every corner, every nook, every cranny. Taking in that flow of energy, that awareness, that sweet release, and letting it permeate your entire body. Checking in with the main characters of today, checking in with the neck, the shoulders, with the arms, the hands, the fingers, the wrists, checking in with the chest, upper back, your whole torso, but then also checking in with the rest of the body, the hips, the glutes, the legs, all the way down to your feet, checking in with every toe. And as you're breathing here, I want to share a reading from the new Happy. It goes like this. Old Happy culture tells us that we need to achieve in order to be worthy. With that message deeply ingrained into our minds, we push and push and push ourselves to achieve more and more. We burn ourselves out and we ignore our needs and we disconnect from our relationships. And then when we finally achieve it, the happy feeling doesn't last. So we decide it's our fault, that we chose the wrong goal, that we need to do more to prove that we're worthy. So we set our sights onto the next achievement, and the next, and the next, and on it goes. But worthiness isn't something you have to earn. You are always worthy, not because of what you achieve or do not achieve, but because you're a human being, because you are you. Within the next few breaths, very slowly, start waking up the body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe bring some awareness towards your legs, your arms, your breathing. And then very slowly, slower than you might think, start to open your eyes and come to a comfortable seat to close the practice. Or if you want to stay in Shavasana to close, please do. Take a deep breath here through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take another deep breath through your nose. Bring your hands to palm center, and then exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that this practice invites you to connect with your body and to take that with you today, throughout the week, throughout the month, to bring that awareness from the mat to out of the mat, and to give some love to your upper body that carries so much. Please stay cool and hydrated, and I will see you in our next practice.